My name is Chandralekha Singh, and I am a professor in the physics department, and I'm also the director of the Discipline-Based Science Education Research Center. The goal of SERC is to promote and support evidence-based approaches to teaching and learning in the 9 science departments in the Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences. These 9 science departments are mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, geology, computer science, neuroscience, statistics, and psychology. All the research is showing is that students need to be actively engaged for learning to be meaningful. And this is particularly true in all the science departments. That the faculty members who are hired here often do not have much teaching experience beyond the teaching assistantship that they might have done. And even that is not mandatory in all schools. There are some faculty members who have never even taught as a TA, let alone having taught an independent class. So those kinds of faculty members, can particularly benefit from having a resource like SERC. Also, we actually provide course transformation awards to faculty members. These are small awards that we give to faculty members to actually innovate in their courses. So at these meetings, we discuss teaching and learning related issues to bridge the gap between teaching and learning. And that's the kind of environment that we are trying to create at Pitt with SERC Course Transformation Awards. We are actually giving faculty small grants to innovate in their courses, to adapt and adopt innovative teaching strategies that put students at the center of the learning process. One way that we provide support is by actually having faculty learning communities. We send out weekly announcements to faculty members about the SERC meetings, and we have more than 100 faculty members who are signed up for these weekly announcements. If a faculty member is talking about his or her course transformation award, then they basically talk about what they have been doing or what they are planning to do, and other faculty members actually provide feedback or they ask them questions to think more about how they could actually use a similar method in their own classes. Some of the faculty members are actually flipping their classes, making small videos. These are short videos, maybe 5 to 10 minutes long, and they're posting them on CourseWeb. And in the class, students are actively engaged all the time. So the students will watch those videos outside, and all of the class time will be spent on, for example, clickers, where students actually answer multiple choice questions and they talk to a person next to them. 2 or 3 people discuss what are the right answers. So it is basically a 6-hour workshop that we do for new faculty in the natural science departments each year. We also give them some concrete examples of the kinds of strategies they could use. We also discuss real challenges in the classrooms that they might encounter. What happens when there is some problem in the class? How would you deal with it? How do you deal with diversity in the classroom? What are the most effective approaches to actually helping all kinds of students? How do you actually communicate with your teaching assistants well? How can you take advantage of the undergraduate TAs in your classes? All of those different kinds of things that are related to improving teaching are discussed in the new faculty workshop. So the new faculty workshop is generally for new faculty, but any faculty who has been here at Pitt for some time can also attend. We are particularly interested in providing support for early career faculty members. For example, those who might be writing NSF grant proposals, for example, the career proposals, in which teaching is a very important component. They would actually come up with a good instructional design for whatever they want to do and how they can actually assess student learning in order to make sure that the students have actually learned due to that intervention that they are doing in their classrooms. We also do workshops for undergraduate and graduate teaching assistants to make sure that they know evidence-based approaches to teaching and learning well too. The workshops for the undergraduate and graduate TAs are very similar to the workshops that are actually for faculty, except that they are adapted for the kinds of things that the teaching assistants are usually asked to do. And we also focus on the fact that they are much younger, and so they are closer to the students whom they are actually teaching. And so students are much more likely to actually value them or trust them or go to them for help or they are much more likely to understand the difficulties of those students. We also provide mentor-mentee awards to faculty members, and the goal of these awards is to actually help graduate students work with a faculty member to think about how to improve a part of the course. And the goal is to actually get the graduate student to think carefully about evidence-based approaches to teaching and learning from early on. A lot of faculty members here don't even realize that not all students are like them. The diversity in all kinds of science courses has increased greatly, and students really need explicit guidance and support in order for them to learn. We are very grateful to Provost Beeson and Dean Cooper for their support in founding the center.